Taurus, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Taurians, it's quite an action-packed month, December, primarily because we have two major planets. One is Mercury, that is retrograde the entire month. It's retrograde till about 23rd of December. And then we have Saturn, the mighty Saturn that is moving. It's moving for its next 2.5 year transit. On the 3rd, we have a full moon that is there in your house of earned income. And this is your ability to earn money. It is your also the house which denotes your self-respect and how it is that you value yourself as a person. And with the full moon being over here, it can be that some of you finish a project. Some of you are sort of in the process of putting in your papers, and you are moving to another job. For some of you, it can simply mean that internally, if you're working, that you have been done with a particular, say, a department or particular thing, and your portfolio is being increased and you're being moved internally. Full moon are normally very emotional times, and it's like a sense of realization, something which comes to a fruition, something which is finishing, so something else can begin. And for you, because it has to do with your work, it can be your projects, it can be jobs. Hopefully for some of you, if the place has been really toxic in your workplace and you've realized that you really can't be putting up with it, it could be that you could part ways. But it won't come suddenly. It could be something which has been there in the pipeline. So you could be quite aware about it. Full moon also puts a lot of focus on how much you can earn, your ability to earn. And you could be feeling slightly, there could be a sense of self-doubt. You could be looking at yourself purely from the eyes of not who you are as a person, or, whether you're kind, you're compassionate, but this is how much I earn, and hence this is the tag that I wear, this is who I am, and that's how I'm looked at. On the 4th, we have Mercury that is going retrograde the entire month, and it is there in your house of joint finances, resources, sexuality, intimacy, and this is also a house of transformation. Now this, because it's there in December, towards end of the year, it's a time to be reflecting, Taurians, and for you, power struggle sharing has been like a major thing the entire 2017. So it's a good time to be reviewing the entire year and seeing, what worked and what didn't work as far as mine and yours and sharing is concerned. Is it that you have just sort of, subconsciously put your relationship on a scale of this is what I get on the table and that is how I need to be treated? Or this is because just I'm getting a small portion and I'm not being treated or I'm not being respected well enough. Similarly with your partner, if whether how it is that you feel, whether he's earning more or she's earning less or she's earning more than you. So this is a time you need to be looking at the lessons that the house of intimacy, the house of joint finances, power struggles brought to you, and it's a time of prioritizing, Taurians. Take these learnings of the lessons as far as your personal struggles with your partner has been concerned, especially where finances are concerned, into 2018. On the 10th, we have Mars that is going to Scorpio, and it's joining Jupiter in your house of relationships, both business as well as personal. And it's a fantastic time to be forming business partnerships. It's a great time if you join hands with someone during this time, if you collaborate or if you make new business partners. It normally indicates that it will do you quite well. It will be very lucrative for both of you. The partner will work quite well. He or she will have equally the same goals that you have towards your business. However, because Mars is there, now Mars can bring about some amount of aggression as far as where your personal dealings are concerned. It can have to do with your lover, with your spouse. So try and again try and step back a bit, because we have Mercury, which is retrograde in any case the entire month, and Mars can sort of push you and make you aggressive or make you demanding and say, no, why are you sitting back? You should push for it. You should, ask for more. Uses the energy of Mars more creatively to sort of get things done. If there are things that have been there in the pipeline which involve your partner's help, then use the Mars momentum to get them done and don't get into conflict because of it. On the 18th, we have a new moon that is there in your house. Our joint finance is resourced, and it's wonderful because this again gives a new opportunity for you to have heart-to-heart conversations. Maybe there have been things that have not been working at a really intimate level between you and your partner. It's a time to be airing your grievances, reaching out and saying, I don't think that this is working, or this, hurts, and I think you need to be, maybe I want this for you, rather than making into one aggressive, combative energy. Convert it into a window of wherein that you can reach out and you can seek. On the 20th, Saturn changes signs, and Saturn is moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn, where already we have Pluto that has been there in Capricorn for the last some years, and it carries on being there for the next couple of years. That is Pluto. Saturn, of course, is moving into your house of expansion of the mind. It's a house of travel, and it's also a house where you could be dealing with people from different cultures, foreign countries, different backgrounds. Saturn and Pluto over here are really asking you, because Pluto is there in Capricorn, it's going to ask you for the next 2.5 years to restructure the way that you expand your mind, the way that you may theoretically, and this of course is not generally applicable to all Taurians, and specifically for those whose sun, moon and rising is there in Taurus. This is specifically, some of you may theoretically feel and think that, I'm really this expansive, wonderful, all accommodating, all accepting person. But where it could be coming to the implementation bit of it, there could be a lot of issues. You could find that, you're not as flexible, or you're not as willing to sort of, I think not just work, but it could be absorb the ideas so well that they get implemented into your workspace and in your personal life. So this entire Saturn, whenever it comes and it sits on a particular part of our charts for 2.5 years, it's a time to really roll up our sleeves and work with the Saturn energy. Because for you it has to do with expansion of the mind, that also includes spirituality. It's a time of evolvement, Taurians. Just open up your heart, open up your mind, be more embracing of ideas, and be willing to implement. I understand that we all have enough historical data which we say, X got done to me, and I know with experience that I should not be doing. But the next 2.5 years are about restructuring that thought process. It's about encouraging you to break patterns which could be perhaps be hampering you for the kind of growth that you can really have in your life. So keep that in mind. On the 22nd, we have Sun that comes and lights up your house of travel. It's a house again of spirituality. It's a house of learning. So a wonderful time. A lot of you could be taking a trip. If not, do plan and sort of you could be going out of the country. You could be meeting with people who are from different cultures, different backgrounds, and it's a time to learn through travel, Taurians. It's just going to be very, very wonderful, and the experience in itself is going to be very therapeutic for you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Taurians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.